I swear that the evidence which I shall give in this case shall be true, that I will conceal nothing, and that no part of my evidence shall be false. So help me God. Please take yourself.
पैकेट टिके खुले लोग कोई नहीं ठीक है
Back people. Oh, back. It's a last. Oh,
पहले पचारी भी देवाशीष बाबू
sir.
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ଟା ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ पेज 4 paragraph 2 सारों को दिया
Election petition approved.
पेज 4 paragraph
Where is the election petition? Yes, sir. Page 4.
आगे paragraph 2
Arjun. Yes.
सारों को देखा ଆପଣ ସେଥିରେ କଣ୍ଟେଷ୍ଟିଂ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି 9 ଜଣଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କର ପଲିଟିକାଲ ପାର୍ଟି
symbol
ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ସିମ୍ବଲ ସବୁ
Sir.
ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଯୋଉ ଲିଷ୍ଟରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର 1 ନମ୍ବର ସିରିୟଲରେ ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଅଛି
Sir.
इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस सिंबल हैंड 3 नंबर सीरियल रे आपन को ना अछि
Sir.
बीजेडी इलेक्शन सिंबल कंच
Sir.
ए जो आपन देले लिस्ट ऑफ कंटेस्टिंग कैंडिडेट्स इन योर इलेक्शन पिटिशन you have neither filed nor relied upon the statutory document that is form 7A सेटा को आपन को इलेक्शन पिटिशन रे आपन इन भरबाटिम रेकॉर्ड करना दी बॉडी ऑफ इलेक्शन पिटिशन रे किंबा आज एनेक्सियर आपन भी 7A टा को देना
What is that thing? 7. 7.
that is a statutory form containing the list of contesting candidates हाँ कल फॉर भी है कलेक्टर कम डिस्ट्रिक्ट इलेक्शन अफसर 24/1/2023 रे फाइल कर पाइले ना
He has not filed this particular. Yes, Mr. Samotra. A form 7A. ଜାଣି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ତ form 7 ଏଟା କଣ? ଆଉ ଦେଖ
Milord,
ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ।
ଏଟା ଦେଖ।
copy ଆମେ call for କରିଥିଲେ ଆମେ
ନାଇଁ
ନାଇଁ
ଦେଖ
ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ଆଗେ
form
ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ।
ଟାକେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ।
ଫର୍ମଟା ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ, ଯୋଉଟା କଲଫର ହେଇକିରି ଆସିଛି ସେଇଟାକୁ ବି ଦେଖ।
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ Form 7A, list of contesting candidates. Election to the House of People or Legislative Assembly from the dash constituency. It is serial number candidate मानकर serial number पड़ियो, name of the candidate रहियो, address of candidate रहियो, and party affiliation रहियो, symbol allocated.
That returning officer used to issue that.
maintain
it.
ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ, ଫର୍ମଟା ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ ଯୋଉଟା।
ଦେଖିଲେଣି?
Particular Form 7A has been called from the district election officer.
So the question which was put to Mr. Samotra is that he has not filed it.
He has not filed, and the same which has been called for.
You have called for that is to be marked as an
Exactly.
All right. Yes, Mr. Samotra. Any objection to that?
Milord, I can't say offhand this, Milord, because this was prepared, and I won't be able to say.
ସାର୍ଙ୍କ ଯଦି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ହଉଛି ସାର୍ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ 9 ଜଣ ପ୍ରତିଦ୍ୱନ୍ଦିତା କରୁଥିବା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀମାନଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ଏଇ 9 ଜଣ ପ୍ରତିଦ୍ୱନ୍ଦିତା କରୁଥିବା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀଙ୍କ ନାଁଟା ଫର୍ମ 7A ରେ ହିଁ ବାହାରିବ, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଯୋଉମାନେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି କଣ୍ଟେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଥିଲେ ସେ ଫର୍ମଟା ଆପଣ ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି।
Milord, 7A,
ଏବଂ ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ସେଇ ଫର୍ମ ଯୋଉ ଫର୍ମରେ ଯୋଉ ନାଁ
only my legal aids will be able to tell me if I.
All right. ବହିଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ସେଇଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ସେ ଫର୍ମଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ସେଇଟା ବି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ତିନିଟା ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି, ତା ଫଳରେ ଅଲଗା।
I cannot say whether Form 7A is to be maintained by the returning officer, wherein the name of the candidate, address of the candidate, party affiliation, and it name of the candidate, address of the candidate, party affiliation, and symbol allotted is maintained.
Heading that shows the list of contesting candidates. Just the heading that Form 7A rule.
Form 7, which deals with Form 7, which deals with list of contesting candidates. এই ডকুমেন্টটা উপরে আপন পচারলে जो 7A what is your reply, Mr. Samantra? এই যেটা ফর্ম আপনাଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖେଇଛନ୍ତି এইটা হচ্ছে ସେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସେଇ ইলেকশন।
Are you aware of this statutorily maintained document 7A contesting candidates?
ମନା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ପରା sir, I cannot say.
I cannot say because
ঠিক আছে, না, it's all right.
Milord, we never, it's always while filing
এইটা
nomination
হচ্ছে
also.
Mr. Samantra, এইটা ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆଉଥରେ ଇଏ କହୁଛନ୍ତି এইଟା ସେଇ 7A ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ରେ ସେଇ ଯୋଉ 2019 ର ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ରେ ରିଟର୍ନିଂ ଅଫିସର ମେଣ୍ଟେନ କରିଥିଲେ ସେଇ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଫର୍ମଟା ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନାମ ବି ଅଛି।
Returning officer ଟା ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଫର୍ମ 7A I not have given the English version fact copy. Mark pink color mark.
Let him tell.
But Milord, I won't be able to say now because these are all prepared.
I'm not able to say whether this particular Form 7A, which has been shown to me in court today, has been prepared by the returning officer, I'm not able to say whether this particular Form 7A, which is shown to me in court today, has been prepared by the returning officer in connection with the election in question or not. Sir,
This has been called from the custody of district election.
so like your client, ଆପଣ ସାକ୍ଷୀ କଣ କିଛି ପ୍ରମାଣ କରିବେନି କି ଆପଣ ସବୁଗୁଡା ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ଛାଡି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି? Your client, your witness will prove that it's a document.
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ କହିବା କଥା
Yeah.
ଏଇଟା ଏବେ ଆମେ ମାର୍କ କରିବୁ ନା ଆମ ବେଳେ ରଖିବୁ?
ଆପଣ ବେଳେ ମାର୍କ କରି ସେ ତ ମନା କରୁଛନ୍ତି।
Suppose ତାଙ୍କର pleading book
No, you cannot insist. He says,
No,
I
no.
do not know. So how can you compel a witness to answer all those
ନାଇଁ
things?
ନାଇଁ sir,
He is not able to say. You cannot compel a witness.
ତାହେଲେ ଏଇଟାକୁ ମାର୍କ ଏକ୍ସ ର ଯେତେ ହଉଛି
हाँ, I am not able to say whether this particular Form 7, which is marked, which is marked as X बोले आगुर किसी अच्छी की?
ହଁ
हाँ, ताले गुड आउट कौन तक मार्क कर
ନାଇଁ
दिया?
ସେଇ ଏକ୍ସ ର ଏକ୍ସ 6
हाँ, ଗୋଟେ କଣ କର?
ତାକୁ 8 କରିଦେବା।
Which is shown to me and marked as X कर दिया। हाँ, and marked as X रो कितने नंबर सेटा? नहीं X रो कितने नंबर है इतना? X रो कितना है इतना देखो। X रो 7 जाए ही जी। So let it be X by 8 कर दो X by 8। नहीं इटा X by 8 हो चाहिए।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
Okay, sir.
ସେମିତି ସାରଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ ଡେଟ୍ ୱାଇଜ ଫର୍ମ 3A ସେ କହିପାରିବେନି ତାକୁ from 28/3/2019 to 4/4/2019 both days inclusive.
Form 3A पैसे लेने।
ସେଟା notice of nomination।
हाँ ठीक है।
certified copy ଯୋଉ ଦିନ ଯୋଉ candidate ମାନେ ଫାଇଲ କରନ୍ତି ନୋଟିସ୍ ଅଫ ନୋମିନେସନ ଫର୍ମ 3 ରେ ରେଫର ହୁଏ। 28 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ କେହି କରିନାହାନ୍ତି, 29 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ ପ୍ରିୟଦର୍ଶନ ଟ୍ରାଭେଲ କଲେ, ତାଙ୍କର ସିରିଏଲ ନମ୍ବର 1 ପଡିଲା, 30 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ କେହି କରିନାହାନ୍ତି।
This is also maintained by the returning officer.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
This is all statutory form।
No, it's all right. Let him say that.
ଏବଂ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 2 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ କମନ ବୁକିଂ ଚାର୍ଜ ସେଟ୍ କଲେ 2, 3, 4, 5 ସିରିଏଲ ନମ୍ବରରେ।
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ରେ ଏମତି ରିଟର୍ନିଂ ଅଫିସର ଏମତି ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଦିନ ଏମତି ଗୋଟେ ନୋଟିସ ଅଫ ନୋମିନେସନ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ କରିବାର ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ଅଛି ଏବଂ ସେ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ ମଧ୍ୟ କରିଥିଲେ। ଏ ବିଷୟରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର କିଛି କହିପାରିବେ କି ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଖାଉଛି ଆପଣ ଏଟା କଲ୍ କର।
8/9 ରେ ଆପଣ ମଧ୍ୟ କରିଥିଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ।
Without offhand, I won't be able to say anything. That I cannot say whether there is any statutory provision to maintain notice of nominations in Form 3-A, capital A. Huh? Three hyphen, ठीक. To be maintained by the returning officer, where apart from the serial number of nomination paper, comma, name of candidate, comma, name of father, mother, husband, oblique कर दो सब बड़ा, father, mother तब रखो, husband, comma, age of the candidate, comma, address, party affiliation, particulars of caste or tribes, etc. Electoral roll number of the candidate, comma, name of proposer, and electoral roll number of the proposers are required to be mentioned. इलेक्टोरल रोल नंबर ऑफ द प्रपोजर्स गोटे एस गोटे दे दियो हां बस ठीक है
all notice of nominations in
नेम
form
ऑफ द
3A,
प्रपोजर्स मध्य नेम ऑफ द प्रपोजर्स हां सर कौन
all
This
not,
may be marked as exhibit
हां एटा पॉइंट आउट कले तो
X9.
अच्छा लोग कोंतु सेटा आरंभ कीछि कोठी छि
all notice of
Sir, TK,
nomination.
I cannot say whether there is any statutory form one so maintained by the acha see the returning officer pagar which is shown to me said con which is shown to me in court today and marked as x by kete se jota
X9 में
9 ho है ना फिर ठीक है
Total 27 seats.
sir सेटा सेतर लिख दे बस
X9 from date 29/3/2019 to
28,
28/3/2019 to 4/4/2019.
Both
नहीं
dates.
x by 9 तो ऊपर रहिला हमर जो ऑर्डर शीट रे सेटा डिटेल रहइबो तार जो केते सीट कोन
The seat
Aye.
हाँ,
seat
seat.
केते रखिदेल इलेक्टर हॉल
सो एटा तो रहिला x by 9 सेटा मार्क होला ठीक अछि नेक्स्ट
ठीक है
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଫର୍ମ 4 ଟା ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ
फॉर्म 4
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେ 9 ଆଇଲା 49
validly nominated candidates.
प्रथमे फॉर्म 3 रे जो माने नॉमिनेशन करंती तांकर लिस्ट रहे स्क्रूटिनी पर जो माने वैध भाव रे
कायम रे समान करो
सेमानकर फॉर्म 4 रे लिस्ट रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर काढन दिस इज दैट फॉर्म 4 which has been called from the district election officer by this honorable court and it has form
yes Mr. Samantra
Milord, it is a
all right it's a fact
once
that
they declare the candidates, it's
all right
obviously announced
all
by
right
them.
all right it is a fact that after scrutiny a list of validly nominated candidate in form 4 is maintained by the returning officer
10.
where the name of the candidate comma name of father mother husband नहीं सबू नहीं खाली तीन आ गोटे नेम ऑफ फादर मदर एंड एज भी नहीं से खाली से गोटा नहीं हाँ comma address of candidates and party affiliation are mentioned. Stop. This is the form number 4. This is the form 4 of the election in question, marked as कहते जाए इतला serial
Activity AA.
exhibit
AA.
डबल ए
अच्छा हो
3 seats.
ସେଇଟା ସାର୍ ଏଥିରେ ଲେଖା ହବ ସେଇ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଯେ ଆମର ଏଗୁଡାକ ଯୋଉ ସିଟ୍ ଗୁଡାକ ତା ଦେହରେ ଲେଖା ହବ ହଁ ଆଚ୍ଛା ସେ ପେନସିଲ ରେ ଲେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
ହଁ ସେ
ଠିକ ଅଛି।
pencil ରେ
ହଁ।
ସେଠି ଲେଖି ଦଉଛି କିଏ ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଦେଲା
ହଁ ହଁ ସାର୍ ନେକ୍ସଟ
ଏଇଟା ଆମକୁ ପଚାରି ହବନି ସେ ଯୋଉ x କେତେ ହେଲା ସେଟା exhibit
नो फॉर्म 3 ହେଲା
3A.
ସାର୍ x by 9 ହେଲା ସାର୍
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଏଟା ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
ଏବେ ଦେଖିଦେବେ ଭାଇ
ହଁ ହଁ ଆଉ ଥରେ ଦେଖଉଛି ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 28 ତାରିଖ କେହି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ ନାହାନ୍ତି 29 ତାରିଖ ଜଣେ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ ପ୍ରିୟଦର୍ଶନ ପ୍ରବଳ ଏକ
ଦେଖେଇଦେବେ
ସବୁ କେତେ ଜଣ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ ନୋମିନେସନ ଫାଇଲ କରିଥିଲେ ସେଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗଣେଇବୁ
seen this.
ନାଇଁ ନମ୍ବର ଅଫ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ୍ସ who have filed the nomination ସେଟା ଗଣେଇ ଦଉଛି 1 ରେ ପ୍ରିୟଦର୍ଶନ ପାଭେଲ 2 ରେ ମୋହାମ୍ମଦ ମୁକିମ 3 ରେ ଦେବାଶିଷ ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ 4 ରେ ସମୀର ଦେ 5 ରେ ଶୀତଲ କିନ୍ନର 6 ରେ ହେମନ୍ତ ବେହେରା
7 ରେ ବିଶ୍ୱନାଥ ରାଉତ, 8 ରେ शेख मुंताकिम बक्स, 9 ରେ जयशंकर आचार्य, 10 ରେ श्रीराम पांडे, 11 ରେ दीपक कुमार महंत,
ଟୋଟାଲ କେତେ ଜଣ?
11 ଜଣ
ଟୋଟାଲ 11 ଜଣ 27ଟି ନୋମିନେସନ।
ଟୋଟାଲ 27ଟି ନୋମିନେସନ। ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ୍ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଗୋଟେ ବି କରିପାରିବ, 4ଟା ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍।
ଓହୋ ସେମିତି ଟୋଟାଲ 27ଟା ଆସିଥିଲା।
27ଟା ନୋମିନେସନ ଇନ୍ ଟୋଟାଲ, ଯୋଉଟା ସିରିଆଲ ନମ୍ବର 1 to 27
ଟିକେ ରୁହନ୍ତୁ, 27ଟା ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର ଦାଖଲ ହେଇଥିଲା ବାଇ 11
numbers.
11
କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ୍। ଏ ବିଷୟରେ କିଛି କହିପାରିବେ ମିଷ୍ଟର?
My lord, how can I say who has filed how many sites?
All right, I cannot say whether in the election in question, total number of 11 candidates filed 27 nomination papers.
27 numbers of
27 numbers of nomination papers. And that the same are mentioned in Form 3A. ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ତା ଦେହରେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ମାନେ ଜଣେ ଜଣଙ୍କର 3ଟା କି 4ଟା ଦେଲା,
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସବୁ ଲେଖା
ଲେଖା ହବ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସବୁ
Sum total 27.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ ଅଛି।
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି?
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଖାଲି ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି ଯେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ସେଟା କୋଉ ହେଡିଂ ରେ ଆସିବ, ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ମାନେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଫର୍ମଟା ଅଛି ସେ ଯୋଉ କେତେଟା ଦେଲା ଏଇଟା କୋଉ ହେଡିଂ ରେ 1 2 ଟୁ 10 ନମ୍ବର ଯାଏଁ ଅଛି, ସେଟା କୋଉ ହେଡିଂ ରେ ଲେଖା ହବ ଯେ ଏତିକିଟା ସିଏ ଦେଲା ବୋଲି, ସେତିକି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିବାକୁ
ନାଇଁ ତାର ଯୋଉ ସିରିଆଲ ନମ୍ବର ପଡୁଛି 1 ରେ ଜଣେ ଦେଲା, ଏଇ ଇନଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ କେସ୍ ଆପଣ ମାଇନର ଦେଖି
ହଁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖେଇଲେ ମୁଁ ଜଷ୍ଟ ଦେଖିବି।
ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଟାକୁ ଦେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ମାନେ ଯୋଉ କେତେଟା ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ଜଣେ 2ଟା ଦବ, ସେଟା କୋଉଠି ମେନସନ ହବ, କୋଉ ସିରିଏଲ ରେ ମେନସନ ହବ?
ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଟା ଦେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ X/9 ଯୋଉଟା।
ସେଟା ମୋ ପାଖରେ ନାହିଁ ଅବିକା କିଛି। ଏଇଟା
ଯୋଉଟାରେ ଦେଖିବେ ମାଇନର ସେଟା ଗେରୁଆ କଲର ଯୋଉଟା
ଓକେ ଓକେ ଜଷ୍ଟ a minute।
ମାଇନର ଯୋଉଟା ଗେରୁଆ
ହଁ ମୁଁ ଦେବାଶିଷ ସାମନ୍ତରାୟଙ୍କର
ସେଟା ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଏଇଟା ଓକେ।
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 28 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ କେହି ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି।
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ସେ ଛାଡନ୍ତୁ, ଆମର ଏମାନେ ଯୋଉ
ଉଠେଇ ଦିଅ ପଢେଇ ଦେଲା ହବ। 29 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ ଜଣେ ଦେଇଛି ପ୍ରିୟଦର୍ଶନ ପାଭେଲ,
let us come to Mr. ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ। ସାମନ୍ତରାୟଙ୍କର କେତେ ନମ୍ବର ଏଇଟା?
ତାଙ୍କର ହଉଛି 6 ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ ହଉଛି 2 3 4 5
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କ ଡେଟ୍ ଟା କେବେ?
2 4 2019।
2 4 ଜଷ୍ଟ a minute। ହଁ 2 4 ରେ ମୁକିମଙ୍କର ତ ବି ଅଛି ସେ
2 3 4 5। ତାପରେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ପେଜ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 6 7 8 9 ହଉଛନ୍ତି ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନରଙ୍କର।
ଟିକେ ରାଇଟ୍।
ତାର ନେକ୍ସଟ ପେଜରେ ଅଛି
not necessary।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
So that serial number is to be mentioned like that, and ଏଥିରୁ ଜଣା ପଡୁଛି ଯେ ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ 4ଟା ସେଟ୍ ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର ଦାଖଲ
ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ ମଧ୍ୟ
4ଟା ସେଟ୍ ଦେଲେ। ଅଲ୍ ରାଇଟ୍।
ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଫର୍ମ 4 ଟା ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ।
ଯୋଉଟା ଏକ୍ଜିବିଟ ଏ ମାର୍କ ହେଲା,
Mhm.
ଯୋଉମାନେ ବୈଧ ଭାବରେ ନିର୍ବାଚିତ
ସାର୍ ଟିକେ
ହେଲେ
ଏକ୍ଜିବିଟ ଏଇଟା
ନାଇଁ ଏଇଟା ନାହିଁ
ହଁ।
ଦେଲେ ସିନା
ଆଗେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟା ପଚାରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖିବା।
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସେଥିରେ ଅଣ୍ଡର କ୍ୟାଟାଗୋରୀ 1
ଆଇ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ସ୍ୱୀକୃତି ପ୍ରାପ୍ତ ଜାତୀୟ ଓ ରାଜ୍ୟ ସ୍ତରୀୟ ରାଜନୈତିକ ଦଳର ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ।
ରେକଗ୍ନାଇଜ୍ଡ ନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଷ୍ଟେଟ ଲେଭେଲ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ପାର୍ଟିଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି।
1 ନମ୍ବରରେ ଆପଣ ନାଁ
ତିନି ଜଣ
ଦେବାଶିଷ ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ ବିଜୁ ଜନତା ଦଳ, 2 ନମ୍ବର ହେଲା ମହମ୍ମଦ ମୁକିମ ଭାରତୀୟ ଜାତୀୟ କଂଗ୍ରେସ, 3 ନମ୍ବର ହେଲା ସମୀର ଦେ ଭାରତୀୟ ଜନତା ପାର୍ଟି। ଏ 3 ଜଣ ହେଲେ ସ୍ୱୀକୃତିପ୍ରାପ୍ତ ଜାତୀୟ ଓ ରାଜ୍ୟସ୍ତରୀୟ ରାଜନୈତିକ ଦଳର ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ। ତାପରେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ନେକ୍ସଟ ପେଜରେ ଆଇ କାଟାଗୋରୀ 2 ପଞ୍ଜୀକୃତ ରାଜନୈତିକ ଦଳର ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ ବ୍ରାକେଟରେ ରହିଲା ସ୍ୱୀକୃତିପ୍ରାପ୍ତ ଜାତୀୟ ଓ ରାଜ୍ୟସ୍ତରୀୟ ରାଜନୈତିକ ଦଳ ବ୍ୟତୀତ। ଏଥିରେ ରହିଲା ଜୟଶଙ୍କର ଆଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କଳିଙ୍ଗ ସେନା, ପ୍ରିୟଦର୍ଶନ ପାଭେଲ ସୋସିଆଲ
Socialist Unit Center of India
all right, এই type ର ଅଛି କଣ what is the question?
ଆଜ୍ଞା 10 ମାନେ category 1 ଅଛି 3 ଜଣ ଗନା,
ହୁଁ
category 2 ରେ ଯୋଉଟା registered political party other than the recognized party ସେଥିରେ ଅଛି 4 5 6 7 8 5 ଜଣ ଗନା,
ହୁଁ
ଆଉ ଅନ୍ୟ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀଙ୍କ ନାଁ 2 ଜଣ ଇଣ୍ଡିପେଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ ନାଁ ଅଛି ଶ୍ରୀରାମ ପାଣ୍ଡା and ହେମନ୍ତ ପାଣ୍ଡା।
okay
10 ଜଣ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀଙ୍କ ନାଁ ରହିଛି,
yes
11 ଜଣ ନୋମିନେସନ ଫାଇଲ କଲେ, ଜଣଙ୍କର ରିଜେକ୍ସନ ହେଇଛି,
ହୁଁ
10 ଜଣଙ୍କର କାଏମ ରହିଛି।
sir question କଣ ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଦେବି sir next question ଟା କଣ
ଏଗୁଟାକୁ ରେକର୍ଡ କରିବେ।
ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ next question ଟା ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଦେବି
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
ଦେଖି
ଏ
ଦେଖିଦେଲେ
content sheet ଅଛି ତ?
ହଁ ହୁଁ।
ମୁଁ କହୁଛି।
this is marked as exhibit AA.
ସେଥିରେ
Yes, sir.
recognized national and state political ପାର୍ଟିଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଭିତରେ
ହୁଁ
3ଟି କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟଙ୍କ ନାଁ ରହିଲା। 1ରେ ଦେବାଶିଷ ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ ବିଜେଡି, 2ରେ ମହମ୍ମଦ ମୁକିମ ଆଇଏନସି, 3ରେ ସମୀର ଦେ ବିଜେପି। ଠିକ ତ? ଇଟ୍ସ a fact.
এটা ন্যাশনাল পলিটিক্যাল পার্টি তারপরে
Recognized national or state political party. কিন্তু
Category I ଉପରେ ଅଛି, I।
Whatever Millard has been given by the returning officer.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ହଁ ଏଇଟା ରିଟର୍ନିଂ ଅଫିସର ହିଁ ଆଣିକିନି ଦେଇଥିଲେ
Millard,
ଏଇଟା
Millard.
ଏଇଟା ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ କରିଥିଲେ କୋର୍ଟ ରୁ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ହେଇଥିଲା ସେଇ ଆଣି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
ସେମିତି category 2ରେ ରହିଲା other than recognized national and state political party। 5 ଜଣଙ୍କ ନାଁ ରହିଲା, ଜୟଶଙ୍କର ଆଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ, ପ୍ରିୟଦର୍ଶନ ପାଭେଲ, କଳିଙ୍ଗ ସେନା।
in exhibit AA ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ exhibit AA
ସପାରା କରି।
ସେଇ ଥାଉ
3 names find please three names of candidates 3 names of candidates find place under the heading of
Category I,
under the category 1 Roman 1 category Roman 1 कर देंतु Roman 1 नहीं छोटो Roman 1 कर category Roman 1 bracket है under the heading of national and state level recognized political party stop in under category 2 1 2 3 4 चारटा ना
ପାଞ୍ଚଟା ନାଁ ଥିବ।
हाँ 5टा ना in category 2 under the heading of it how the recognized
registered political party other than the national and
अच्छा registered political party
candidate party।
party ना
bracket ରେ other than
हाँ bracket रे other than ऐसे जोटा आनी कॉपी करी पेस्ट कर दो other than national and state level political सेटू हाँ the names of 5 candidates find place and out कौन सा
and under category 3
and under
Three.
category 3 Roman 3 से
independent candidate।
हाँ
ଅନ୍ୟ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ ନା କଣ?
हाँ
other candidates under
the heading of other candidate 2 names find place yes
as independent candidate।
2 name find place as independent candidates all right sir
ଏ ଯୋଉ ଫର୍ମ 4 ରେ ଦୀପକ କୁମାର ମହାନ୍ତ ଅଫ ହିନ୍ଦୁସ୍ତାନ ନିର୍ମାଣ ଦଳ ତାଙ୍କ ନାଁ ନାହିଁ କାହିଁକି ନା ରିଟର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଅଫିସର ଆକୁ ରିଜେକ୍ଟ କରିଦେଇଥିଲେ।
ଫର୍ମ 3 ରେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖେଇଲି ଯୋଉଟା X/9 ଆପଣ ଏଥିରେ ସିରିଆଲ ନମ୍ବର
ନାଇଁ ଫର୍ମ 4 ରେ
ନାଇଁ ଫର୍ମ 3 ରେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସିରିଆଲ ନମ୍ବର 26 ରେ ନୋମିନେସନ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଦୀପକ କୁମାର ମହାନ୍ତ। ତାଙ୍କ ତାରିଖ ହେଉଛି 4/4/2019 ରେ ଦୀପକ କୁମାର ମହାନ୍ତ ହିନ୍ଦୁସ୍ତାନ ନିର୍ମାଣ ଦଳରୁ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ ଭାବରେ ନୋମିନେସନ ପତ୍ର ଦାଖଲ କରିଥିଲେ, ଯାହାଙ୍କର ନାମ ଫର୍ମ 4 ରେ ଏକ୍ଜିବିଟ ଏ ରେ ନାହିଁ।
कौन कहबे कोन मिस्टर सामुद्रा?
How will I know, my lord?
সেটা
I-
রিজেক্ট করে দিয়েছিল ଆପଣ ଥିଲେ
I-
ପୁରା স্ক্ରୁଟିনি
No, I wasn't there personally.
I cannot say whether
He was. I don't.
all right, I
it's
cannot
not my knowledge.
all right, I cannot say whether the name of one independent candidate
name of one candidate set up by
acha the name
What
of
category? What was this party?
registered political देखा है पूरा हिंदुस्तान निर्माण दल
acha I cannot say whether the name of one candidate who belongs to seta hochi category 2 who comes under living who comes under category 2
registered political party
हाँ से हेला नहीं सेटा ऊपर लिखा है पूरा under category 2 Roman 2 and whose name I cannot whether the name of and whose name was there in form 3A comma has not been mentioned in exhibit AA
that is form 4
ठीक है sir in exhibit A as he was कौन पाई था कटायला
his nomination was rejected
as his nomination was rejected
by the returning officer.
by the returning officer
ठीक है
as his nomination was rejected he टा काटी दियंतु हाँ ठीक his nomination was rejected by the nomination returning officer yes sir returning officer yes stop
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ X9 ରେ document marked X9
form 3 एटा
form 3A
form 3 रे देखो जो माने registered political party लोक other than the recognized national and state political party से माने 10 जन प्रस्तावक द्वारा नॉमिनेशन दाखल करिसंती आपण एमती मोहम्मद मकीम आपण निजे एवं समीर दे आपण रिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्टेट एंड नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी कैंडिडेट हेतु आपणकर प्रत्येक नॉमिनेशन पत्र रे जणे लेखाय प्रस्तावक रही
सर जाईची आगु क्वेश्चन जाईची गोटे नाही ना जाईची आगु जे यार दरकार एथि की जे तांकर दरकार एवं अछि तो से
आई कैन नॉट से
कोठी नाही ना
लास्ट देखिए
देखले लास्ट देखले आई थिंक नहीं भाई आउट बैक कर जांतु आउट बैक कर आउट एट रहंतु आउट के हाँ अच्छा और कहथिल आई डू नॉट नो ठीक है ता पूर्व it is a fact that candidates set up by recognized national party and candidates set up by concern are required to proposed by one elector of this one so eta the thila I do not know whether the candidates set up by registered unrecognized and independents are required to be proposed by 10 electors हाँ
से गुटा को हम देखे कि पचार जे देखंतु जो माने unregistered
document ला देखिए
unrecognized registered political party but unrecognized political party এবং independent candidate ସେମାନଙ୍କର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ନୋମିନେସନ ପରେ ଫର୍ମ 3 ଦେଖିଲେ ଜଣା ପଡୁଛି 10 ଜଣ ଲେଖାଏ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ପକେଇଛି ଯୋଉମାନେ recognized political party ସେମାନଙ୍କର
ତାକୁ ଦେଖି କହି ପାରିବେ କି ଆପଣ ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ ଏମତି ଯେ ସେ ଯୋଉ
it is as for the law the election law if independent candidates need to have 10 proposals that the election
नहीं ଆପଣ ସେ ଯୋଉ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଖି ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଜ ସେଥିରୁ କି ଜଣା ପଡୁଛି କି ଯେ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ 10ଟା ପ୍ରପୋଜର ଥିଲେ ବୋଲି
apparently ସେ ଯା ଦେଖଉଛନ୍ତି is the paper what I'm seeing yes
ଏଇ ପେପରଟା କଲ୍ ଫର ହେଇଥିଲା ସେଟା ସେଇଥିରୁ ଆପଣ
ଦେଖିବେ what they're showing otherwise how will I my lord know
नहीं ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ
right now at this moment my lord what they're showing me I'm seeing that
ସେଇ ଯୋଉ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ ଯୋଉ ରହିଲେ ଯୋଉ ଅଦର ଦେନ୍ ଇଏ ଆପଣ ନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ଇଏରେ ତା ଦେହରେ ଜଣକା ପାଇଁ 10 ଟନ ଲେଖା ଅଛି ବୋଲି ଦେଖଉଛନ୍ତି
Is it an issue, my lord? They're just wasting time on all this.
I cannot say whether I cannot say whether the ସେଠୁ ନେଇ ଆସନ୍ତୁ ଯେ ସେ ଯୋଉଟା ଦେଖଉଥିଲେ ସେଠୁ
looking at explain 9
ହଁ ସେ ତା ପୂର୍ବଟା ହଁ ସେଇଠୁ ନେଇ ଆସନ୍ତୁ I cannot say. Looking at, I can looking at,
starting looking at
sit कर देलो. Looking at, सेटा sentence start कर दियो. Looking at exhibit,
exhibit name
sorry.
document marked as
Ah.
X/9
I cannot say looking at document marked as
X/9
X/9. Whether I cannot looking at the document comma looking at the comma it said whether ta kati diyan okay. I cannot say whether the candidate set up by so and so are required to be proposed by the 10 electors and the same has been done. And the same has been done in the election in question or not. Yes, next. Next paragraph.
এটা মার্ক ହେଲା X9
এটা mark ହେଲା X/8
8
and এটা mark ହେଲା form 4 ଟା mark ହେଲା exhibit A. exhibit A ରେ ଅଛି 10 ଜଣ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀଙ୍କ ନାଁ form 7 ରେ ମାନେ contesting candidate ସେଠି ଅଛି 9 ଜଣ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀ. ଏଠି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ exhibit form 4 ଯୋଉଟା ଆପଣ exhibit A mark କଲେ ଏଥିରେ 10 ଜଣ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥୀଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଅଛି including the name of Sriram Pandey at serial number 9.
That name is not there in form 4.
That name is in form 7. List of validly nominated candidates. Form 4 रे रहिला श्रीराम पांडे का नाम किंतु form 7 रे list of contesting candidates
7A
रहिला नहीं श्रीराम पांडे का नाम. आज he had withdrawn his candidate.
ଆପଣ କିଛି କହିପାରିବେ ସେ ବିଷୟରେ Mr.
Milord, I won't be able to say.
I cannot say whether the name of one candidate, namely Sriram Pandey,
one independent
independent candidate, namely Sriram Pandey, which was there in form 4.
Exhibit A.
By exhibit AA is not there in form 7A. By exhibit
X/8 marked as X/8.
Marked as X/8. 8. I cannot say whether the name of one independent candidate, namely Sriram Pandey, which is there in form 4 by exhibit is not there in one, as because he withdrew his candidature. Sir.
Paragraph 2 टाକୁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ. Election petition 2.
It happens. Sir, ପଚାରିଥିଲେ.
ସେଥିରେ ଆପଣ 9 ଜଣ କଣ୍ଟେଷ୍ଟିଂ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ their respective political parties ନାଁ ବି ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି. କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଲେଖିନାହାନ୍ତି which political party is recognized national political and state political party and which political party is recognized political party registered recognized political party for the state of Orissa and which political party is registered unrecognized political party.
Ita paragraph 2 re mention ହେଇନି. All right. Yes, Mr. Samantra. Ita paragraph 2 re mention करनांती.
ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ପାର୍ଟି ନା
political party ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି
ମାନେ Everybody knows what is the national symbol of BJP.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ସିଏ ସାରଙ୍କର
It is this
ସାର
is
ଏଇଟା ମେନସନ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି।
mention ହେଇଛି sir, the election, Milord, election symbol.
ଚିନ୍ତା ହେଲା ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ପାର୍ଟି ଗୁଡାକ ନାଁ ଲେଖିଲେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ ନ୍ୟାସନାଲ କଂଗ୍ରେସ, ବିଜେପି, ବିଜେଡି, କଳିଙ୍ଗ
Are they regional party or national party?
ହଁ ସେଇଟା
କୋଉଗୁଡା
ଲେଖିନା।
recognized political party?
It is
registered
Milord,
political
Milord, it is obvious from the symbol that which is nationally recognized, which is state recognized.
It's a fact that I have not mentioned in paragraph 2 of my election petition, though I have mentioned the name of the political parties of each of the contesting candidates
With the symbols, Milord.
with their symbol, with their election symbol.
the respective list.
It's a fact that I have not mentioned in paragraph 2 of my election petition, though I have mentioned the name of the political party with their respective election symbol. Election symbol.
The name of candidates and the name of the name of the
Along with name of contesting candidate. As to whether the particular political party is a national or
recognized
a recognized national or state level political party, or a recognized a registered political party. Yes, sir.
ସରିଲା। ଆଚ୍ଛା ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଜଣିକିଆ 10 ଜଣିଆ ସରିଗଲା ବୋଧେ?
That is over.
That is over. ଏଇଟା ପଚାରିବା ନା? କଟିଯାଇଛି। ତାହେଲେ ଛାଡି ଆଉ ଦେଖେଇବି। ରିଜେକ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା ପରେ ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ irrelevant question. Under paragraph 7A ଟା ଟିକେ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ, page 6, 4th sentence. Look to your pleading.
It's paragraph 7 available at page 6.
There's been already, Milord, this has.
ତାରି ଉପରେ question କରିବେ।
ଆପଣ କହିଛନ୍ତି according to section 33 of the RP Act 1951, each candidate shall either in person or by his proposer between the hours of 11 o'clock in the forenoon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon deliver to the returning officer at the place specified in this behalf in the notice issued under section 31 a nomination paper completed in a prescribed form and signed by the candidate and by an elector of the constituency as proposer. ଏଇଆ ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି।
Milord, this
Mention
question,
question,
senior counsel,
law ଟାକୁ କୋଟ କରିଛନ୍ତି।
sir had already asked me about this earlier.
ମୁଁ ଯୋଉଟା ପଚାରିବାକୁ
Question ଟା ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ, ସେ question ହେଇନି, ସେ point out କରି question
ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ଅଫ ଲ ଟାକୁ କୋଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, 33 ର ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଜର ଟାକୁ ଆପଣ ୱିଲଫୁଲି ସପ୍ରେସ କରିଛନ୍ତି। ହଁ,
It's not a fact, Milord.
Subsection 1
ଟିକେ section 33
ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଜର ଟାକୁ
subsection 1
ର ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଜର
subsection 1 ଟାକୁ mention କଲେ, but he has willfully omitted the proviso portion of subsection 1 of section 33.
ସେଟା ହଉଛି provided that a candidate not set
provided
up
that a candidate not set up by a recognized political party
shall not be deemed to be duly nominated for the election from a constituency unless the nomination paper is subscribed by 10 proposers.
ଏଇଗୁଟାକୁ ସେ willfully suppress କରିଛନ୍ତି।
এটা insert ହେଇଛି କେବେ 96 ରୁ। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଏଇଟାକୁ ସେ ମେନସନ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି ଏଇଠି।
ନାଇଁ,
ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କେବଳ ଗୋଟିଏ ପ୍ରପୋଜର ଦରକାର।
ଓହୋ।
The witness is not a fact witness. He has not suppressed anything.
ଗୋଟେ candidate ଦରକାର ସେ ହଉଛନ୍ତି
Recognized.
that is for the national or
State recognized.
As per the-
କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ସେଟା recognize political party ନ ହେଇଥିବ candidate ତାହେଲେ ତାର 10ଟା proposal ଦରକାର ଯୋଉଟାକୁ ସେ ଏଇ paragraph ରେ ଉଲ୍ଲେଖ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି।
Bolna.
ଦରକାର ହିଁ ନାହିଁ because it is between
All right,
both
all
the
right.
persons who are
No, let him say. Mr.
recognized
ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ
parties.
କଣ କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ ଉଲ୍ଲେଖ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି ବୋଲି ସାର୍ କହୁଛନ୍ତି।
It was not necessary in my petition.
ଆଟା
to-
it is not necessary on my part to mention in my election petition the proviso to the first proviso କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ the first proviso to section 33 ନାଇଁ ଏଟା କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ ହବ
British ଠାରୁ ଟିକେ ସପାରା କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ,
ସପାରା କର
ଟିକେ change ହବ।
it is not necessary on my part to mention the same ନାଇଁ
Mention the first proviso to a
ସେଟା କାଟନ୍ତୁ it is not necessary on my part to mention in my election petition in my election petition as mentioned in the first proviso to section 33 of the representation of
subsection 1 of section 30.
right subsection 1 किया था first proviso to subsection 1 नहीं say 1 नहीं of section 33 right of the representation of people act 1951 that a candidate not set up by a recognized political party shall not be deemed to be duly nominated for election from a constituency unless the nomination paper is subscribed by 10 proposers being electors of the constituency.
ଟାକୁ TEN କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଲାଇନରେ ଗୋଟେ ବି ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା ମେନସନ ଟି ସେଟା ହୁଏ
It is not necessary on my part
ମେନସନ
to mention in my election petition. All right. As a data mention ହେଇଗଲା to indicate କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେଟା ସେ ୱାର୍ଡଟାକୁ indicate କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ବାକିଟା mention ରହିଥିବ। So ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନରେ ଉଲ୍ଲେଖ କରିବା କାହିଁକି ନା ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ ଯେହେତୁ ମାନେ କନଫାଇନ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି only to your
respondents.
respondent ସେଟାକୁ add କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ since in this paragraph I have focused my averment to the candidature of respondent number 1. No, respondent to the candidate of respondent. Yes.
ସେ ଯୋଉ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଏ ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର
ଏ ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର
ଏ ଯୋଉ ଏ ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର ଲେଖିଲେ while referring a nomination paper you have not referred and willfully suppressed subsection 6 of section 33 33 पर
Section subsection 6.
6 of section 33
It's not a fact, madam.
ठीक है
जोटारे कहछि nothing in this section shall prevent any candidate from being nominated by more than one nomination paper, provided that not more than 4 nomination papers shall be presented by or on behalf of any candidate or accepted by returning officer for election in the same constituency. ସେମାନେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟିଏ nomination, କିନ୍ତୁ ଜଣେ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ୍ 4ଟା nomination ଦେଇପାରିବ ବୋଲି ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ଅଛି, ଯୋଉଟାକୁ କି ସେ ଦର୍ଶାଇ ନାହାନ୍ତି।
କୋଉଟା sir ଆଉଥରେ ଠିକ କହିଲେ? The respondent has filed his nomination paper in so and so. According to section, each candidate shall either in person or so and so
बोल्ड करके जोटा अंडरलाइन करछन
ए
एटा।
nomination
ए नॉमिनेशन
issue in this in the afternoon delivered to this one so in the notice under section a nomination paper
ए
completed।
nomination ମୁଁ ତାରି ଉପରେ emphasis।
ହଁ ହଁ
ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟିଏ nomination ଦାଖଲ କରିପାରିବ, ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ନାଇଁ 4ଟା ଦାଖଲ କରିପାରିବ according to section 33(6) which you have not।
alright କଣ କହିବେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ?
It's not a fact.
ଆପଣ ମଧ୍ୟ 4ଟି ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି।
It's not a fact that whatever I mentioned whatever I mentioned in paragraph 7 capital A of my election petition that
He has fully suppressed. He says it's not.
that under section 31 a nomination paper
सेक्शन 33 रे करिवे नोटिस टा इश्यू होतो सेक्शन 31 रे
I say कहले
सेक्शन 33 रे ए
subsection
नॉमिनेशन
6.
पेपर होची
wait according to 33 of the RP Act each candidate shall either in person or by his proposer between the hours of so and so deliver to the returning officer at the place specified in this behalf in the notice issued under section 31 acha a nomination kon likhile it is not a fact that whatever I have mentioned in paragraph of my election petition that in the notice under section 31 comma a nomination paper completed in the prescribed form is to be delivered is not correct. It's not a fact that is not correct. And a candidate can file 4 nomination papers maximum. A candidate can file maximum 4 nomination paper as per section 33 bracket 6 of the RP Act. Stop. It is not a fact that whatever I have mentioned in paragraph 7A of my election petition that in the notice under section 31 a nomination paper a nomination paper say to a inverted content a nomination paper completed in prescribed form say porjanto inverted comma rakhi diyan bas is to be delivered is not correct and a candidate can file maximum 4 nomination papers as per section 33C of this certificate.
Order. Sir,
7-1.
my sir asked simple question. You have willfully suppressed section 6 of section 33.
Mhm.
Witness says it's not a fact.
Should I-
Because, my lord, in section 31, what has been quoted, that provision what mentioned under section 31 has been quoted.
Yes, sir. It's not a,
Simple question was asked, you have willfully suppressed. Witness said it is not a fact.
अच्छा,
And that I have to fully
हाँ,
suppress.
and that इसे continue कर दूँ. And that I have willfully suppressed. I have willfully suppressed the same. Suppress the same. ठीक है. Yes. Next.
ଯିବା
ହୁଁ।
paragraph 7A ଟା ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ
7A.
7
Page.
Next page.
next
Next.
page.
हाँ.
ତାଙ୍କ pleading ଟା ଟିକେ ପଢେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. In the general election of legislative assembly of the state,
Third line, my lord.
Part 14.
the appropriate form is form 2B appended to the conduct of election rules 1961. ठीक ତ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଆପଣ ଏଇ ଫର୍ମ 2B ଯୋଉଟା ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ଆନେକ୍ସ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ କୁ?
More mine.
Format of the
ଫର୍ମାଟ ଅଫ ଫର୍ମ 2B,
My nomination.
ଫର୍ମାଟ ଅଫ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ appropriate form
form 2B, ସେଇ ଯୋଉ format of the form 2B କୁ ଆପଣ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ସହିତ ଦାଖଲ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି।
କରିଛନ୍ତି କି?
2B itself explains, no, that what is the format.
नहीं नहीं
ଆପଣ ସେଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପିଟିସନ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି?
The
Question.
pleading is
ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହଉଛି ଏତିକି।
appended to the conduct of election rules 1961. after ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ନିଜ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ କଣ append କଲେ?
ସେଇ ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ଆପଣ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ସହିତ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି? କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ହଉଛି ସେତିକି। ଆପଣ ତ କହିଲେ ଯେ ଏଇଟା ଦରକାର ବୋଲି in the general election of the legislative assembly of the states the appropriate form is form 2B. ସେଇ ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ଯୋଉ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ହଁ ସେଇଟା ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି?
Your lordships may see the pleading.
ନାଇଁ ପ୍ଲିଡିଂ ଦେଖୁଛି ପରା ମୁଁ ପ୍ଲିଡିଂ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍
Legislative Assembly of the states, the appropriate form is form to be appended to the conduct of election rules 1961. He is relying on a statutory form.
राइट
which
ସେଇ
is
ଯୋଉ
appended.
ତାମାନେ ସିଏ ବି ଯୋଉ ଦାଖଲ କରିଥିବେ ସିଏ ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟାରେ ଦାଖଲ କରିଥିବେ ନା ନାଇଁ?
ତାପରେ ଅନ୍ୟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ବି ଅଛି।
It is appended to the
ସେ ଗୋଟେ
election.
ସିକ୍ୱେନ୍ସ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ ହବ ତ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ
He is
ପଚାରିଲେ
not saying that I have filed. It is appended. It's a statutory form.
ହଁ
ସେ କହିବାରେ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ। It is a statutory form. I have
ହଁ।
not
I
required.
said that. I
Let
said
witness answer.
Let the witness answer, not the lawyer.
Yes, yes.
I did answer my senior.
ମିଷ୍ଟର
And-
ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ ପ୍ଲିଜ ଏଇ ସାରଙ୍କର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ହଉଛି ଯୋଉ ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ତ ମ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡେଟୋରୀ ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ କରିବେ ନା, ତ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ
Milord.
ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ଦେଇଥିଲେ ତାର କପି ଆପଣ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ସହିତ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି? ସାରଙ୍କ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ହଉଛି ସେୟା।
ସେ blank format ଟା my lord.
Most that format 2B is a statutory which itself indicates that this form is so.
Alright, ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ତାଙ୍କର ସାର୍ ତାଙ୍କର
ମୁଁ ଆସିବି ତାପରେ।
format of the form 2B.
ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟା ଦାଖଲ
maintain କରିବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଏଇ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଗୋଟି ଗୋଟି
ଠିକ
କରି
ଅଛି।
ଯାଉଛି।
ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ସିଏ ଦାଖଲ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି ମାନେ ତାର
ଦାଖଲ
ଫର୍ମାଟ
Format.
ଏକାଥରେ ମୁଁ ପଚାରିବି।
Format, my lord,
ହଁ
not the.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ ଅଛି ଦାଖଲ
ସାର୍,
କରିନାହାନ୍ତି
ଟିକେ ମତେ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ।
ହଁ।
ଆପଣ ମୋର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହଉଛି ଆପଣ ନା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଆନେକ୍ସିୟର କରି ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ନା ସେଇ ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟାକୁ ଇନ୍ ଭରବାଟିମ୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ରେ ରିପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ କରିଛନ୍ତି।
ହଁ ସେ ଫର୍ମ 2B ରେ କଣ କଣ ରହିବା କଥା?
କଣ ହେଲା?
It's not. I don't think it's a fact, my lord.
ଦେନ୍ ଦି ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ହବ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ କୋଉଠି ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି।
No, I mean to say 2B itself explains.
ଆରେ ଫର୍ମ 2B ର ଗୋଟେ ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟାକୁ ଆପଣ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ
Okay,
ପିଟିସନ
my lord, my lord.
ଆପଣ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି? ଯଦି
So
ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
जो
ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ।
particular format मागुचंदी, maybe my lord I am not given.
ଏଇ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ହଁ ସିଏ ତ କହୁଛି ଏ ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟା ଦେଖେଇଲେ ତମେ ଆଉ ଥରେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ।
No, but
ଜଷ୍ଟ ସିଟ୍ ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ସେ ଫର୍ମ ଟା। ସାର୍ କହିବା କଥା ଏ ଫର୍ମ ଟା ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଲେ ନା
appended ଅଛି election
ଟୁଲେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଫର୍ମ 2 ର ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟା ଏଇ ଫର୍ମ ଟା ଏଆ ରିକ୍ୱାରମେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛୁ ବୋଲି ତାର ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟା ଆପଣ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ସହିତ ଦାଖଲ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି କିମ୍ବା ଏଇ ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟାକୁ ଏଇଟା ଫର୍ମ 2 ବୋଲି ଏହାର ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟ ଭର୍ବାଟିମ୍ ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ରେ ରିପ୍ରୋଡ୍ୟୁସ
ଲେଖିନାହାନ୍ତି।
କରିନାହାନ୍ତି। ତାର ସିମ୍ପଲ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହଉଛି ଏତିକି।
ଆପଣ ଯଦି କରିଛନ୍ତି କୁହନ୍ତୁ ହଁ, ଯଦି ନ କରିଛନ୍ତି କୁହନ୍ତୁ ନାହିଁ। କାହିଁକି ନା ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟାଚ୍ୟୁଟୋରିଲି ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍, ଏଇଟା ବି ଆପଣ କହିପାରିବେ।
ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଆପେଣ୍ଡେଡ୍ ଟୁ ଦି କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟ ଅଫ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି, କିନ୍ତୁ ସାରଙ୍କ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ
ठीक है
କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ
छाड़ दियो, so let him answer. You think over it, Mr. Samant Rai. A particular
Milord, I'm not understanding when I've already mentioned Form 2B, which obviously it means this, the section.
ଆପଣ ଏଇ ଫର୍ମ 2B ର ଫର୍ମାଟ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କି ନାଇଁ କହିପାରିବେ କି? ସିଧା କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍, ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଲେଖିଲେ ଏଇଟା ଦରକାର ବୋଲି ଏ ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟା ଫର୍ମ 2B ର ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ହଁ କି ନାଇଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ନା ମୁଁ କହିପାରିବିନି।
ମୁଁ କହିପାରିବିନି।
I cannot say whether with my election petition I have filed the format of Form 2B appended to the conduct of election rules, 1961. ये सब बड़ा हो हाँ से इलेक्शन भी बड़ा हो सेठू हाँ कंडक्ट रु बड़ा कर दी चल जाओ, सीटा भी बड़ा कर दियो, सीटा को बड़ा कर दियो, हाँ बस चला कंडक्ट ऑफ 1961 करो स्टॉप। अच्छा सी कहउछंती सार कहउछंती से फॉर्म 2B रो जो डिटेल्स गुडा के जहां लिखिवा कथा से गुडा को मध्य आपण आभरमेंट नै नांती कोनोसी पैराग्राफ रे जे फॉर्म 2B रे एया मेंशन करिवा उचित।
I won't be able to say.
I'm not, I cannot say for them. I cannot say whether I have mentioned, I have not mentioned in detail regarding
The prescribed form
regarding the prescribed format, prescribed form 2B in my election petition.
Next ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ ସେ 7A paragraph ରେ ତାଙ୍କର allegation ଯୋଉଟା specific allegation. The respondent filed his nomination paper before the returning officer on 2/4/2019, but the same is not in the prescribed form 2B. এটা ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଅଭିଯୋଗ। ସେଇ nomination, whatever nomination has been filed by respondent in form 2B, ସେଇ ଫର୍ମ 2B ନମିନେସନ ଟାକୁ ଆପଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ରେ ଆନେକ୍ସର କରିଛନ୍ତି କିମ୍ବା ତାକୁ ଇନ୍ ଭର୍ବାଟିମ୍ ରେକର୍ଡ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ରେ?
I'm not being able to understand.
ଆଉ ଥରେ ସାର୍ ବୁଝାନ୍ତୁ। ଆଚ୍ଛା ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ,
ଅଭିଯୋଗ କଣ
ମାନେ ମୁଁ ବୁଝେଇ ଦଉଛି ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତ ରାୟ,
Milord,
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଭାଇଟାଲ ଅଭିଯୋଗ, ଆଉ ଥରେ ଦେଖାଉ ସେ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ଥଇ।
yes, Milord.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଅଭିଯୋଗ ଯେ ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ ମିଷ୍ଟର ମହମ୍ମଦ ମୁକିମ ଯୋଉ ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର ଦାଖଲ କରିଥିଲେ ରିଟର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଅଫିସରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ 2/4/2019
Milord,
ସେଇଟା ସିଏ ଫର୍ମ 2B ରେ ଦାଖଲ କରିବା ଉଚିତ ଥିଲା, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଯୋଉଟା ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି that is not
in the
in
prescribed
prescribed
form 2B.
form 2B. ସାରଙ୍କର କହିବା କଥା ଯୋଉଟା ସେ ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ ଦାଖଲ କରିଥିଲେ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି that is not in prescribed form 2B,
Milord,
ତାର କୌଣସି କପି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ରେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କି ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ବା ତାର ଡିଟେଲ୍ସ କିଛି ମେନସନ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ରେ ଭର୍ବାଟିମ୍?
no, the pleading, Milord, obviously relates to the not being in the prescribed form 2B रे ताका nomination respondent file करा है नहीं. And actually, my petition itself will explain why in the prescribed form 2B, why should he produce his documents in this prescribed form 2B?
ଆପଣ ତାଙ୍କର ତାମାନେ ପ୍ରେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଫର୍ମ 2B ସିଏ ଯୋଉଟା ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ତ मोहम्मद मुकिमଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି
ମାନେ Milord, he has not but the same is not in the prescribed form 2B, his nomination paper.
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ସିନା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ତ ପୁଣି କୋର୍ଟ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାଏ ହବା ଦରକାର କି ଅପରପକ୍ଷ ଓକିଲ ମଧ୍ୟ ତାକୁ ଦେଖିବା ଦରକାର ଆପଣ ସିନା ଲେଖିଦେଲେ ଯେ ନଟ୍ ଇନ୍ ପ୍ରେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଫର୍ମ 2B ୟା ସହିତ ଯଦି ପ୍ରେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ସିଏ ଯୋଉଟା ଦେଇଥିଲେ ଫର୍ମ 2B ରେ ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଦାଖଲ କରିଥାନ୍ତେ ତାହେଲେ କୋର୍ଟକୁ ସାର୍ଙ୍କ କହିବା କଥା କି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିଥାନ୍ତା ଯେଟା ପ୍ରକୃତରେ ପ୍ରେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଫର୍ମ 2B ରେ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଆଭରମେଣ୍ଟଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟାକୁ ଆକ୍ସେପ୍ଟ କରାଯିବ ତେଣୁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଫର୍ମ 2B ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଫାଇଲ କରିବାର ଥିଲା ଯୋଉଟା ରେସ୍ପୋଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉ ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର ସେଇଟା ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି ବୋଲି ତାଙ୍କର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ what do you say have you filed this form 2B
this Milord, if my pleading
Mr. Samantray, court is asking a simple question whether you have filed the document nomination form 2B filed by respondent along with your election petition.
I won't be able to say, Milord.
I'm not able to say whether I have filed prescribed form 2B. No, prescribed form 2B, no, khali logon form 2B. I am not able to say whether I have filed form 2B of the respondent, which according to me was not in the prescribed form 2B. Along with the election petition code. Stop code along with the election petition.
Have you reproduced it in verbatim in your election petition? Same answer.
Yes, Milord. I won't be able to say, Milord.
I'm not. I'll also not be able to say whether I have reflected in verbatim as to what has been what were mentioned by the respondent in form 2B. এটা গলা পরে উপরে রইলা এটা রইছে উপরে যা according to me was not in
The body of election.
I will not also be whether I have reflected in verbatim as to what were mentioned in my election petition. ठीक है, in the body of my election petition, in the body of ठीक sir.
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 7B ର ଫାଷ୍ଟ ସବ୍ ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ପେଜ 8 ଲାଷ୍ଟ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ
Last sentence देखो, it is pertinent to पढ़ो तापर पेज
कोटा को पेज
my lord पेज 87B ର last sentence टा पढ़ो तू जोटी
It's pertinent.
HTML सरीगला बोल्ड रे तापर it is
page 8 तो
the respondent has submitted 4 sets of nomination papers
हाँ ठीक
with affidavit. It is on.
It is submitted that the respondent filed it is pertinent to state that the respondent has submitted 4 sets of nomination papers with affidavit. हाँ sir.
Paragraph 7A ରେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି respondent filed his nomination paper which singular.
जोटा लिखले the respondent filed his nomination paper सेटे लिखले 4 sets आपण
ମୋର କହିବା କଥା
कोड ए nomination जो सिंग
my lord
हाँ 7 नंबर पेज
जोटा allegation कले कि जोटा not in prescribed form 2B
हाँ
से लिखले filed his nomination paper
paper not s
Not papers.
not papers
File is nomination
मोर
paper.
प्रश्न होची
हाँ.
ये गोटिए नॉमिनेशन पेपर रे तांक नॉट इन प्रेस्क्राइब्ड फॉर्म किंबा चारोटी जाक नॉमिनेशन पेपर प्रेस्क्राइब्ड फॉर्म बोल के आपण कोइ ना
इलेक्शन पिटिशन उल्लेख करना
You have not alleged that all the 4 sets of nomination papers in form to be filed by the respondent on 2/4/2019 are not in prescribed form. This is my question.
I won't be able to say, my lord.
Wait.
पैराग्राफ 34 में
Tick. Just a minute.
Person.
Just a minute. अच्छा मिस्टर सामंत राय सेटा टिके आउ टिके देखन से जो पैराग्राफ पेज नंबर जोटा सार क्वेश्चन बर्तमान पचारले पेज नंबर होची 8 रो लास्ट सेंटेंस
Yes, my lord.
पूरा लास्ट सेंटेंस
Yes, my lord.
एटा तो आपण जेतेबेले लेखिले इट इज पर्टिनेंट टू स्टेट दैट द रेस्पोंडेंट हैज सबमिटेड 4 सेट्स ऑफ नॉमिनेशन पेपर्स विथ एफिडेविट ता माने आपनकर एटा नॉलेज रे थिला जे रेस्पोंडेंट चारिटा सेट देइचंदी बोले करेक्ट.
Yes, my lord.
अच्छा जेतेबेले ऊपर लेखुचंती जे नॉमिनेशन पेपर
Before the instead of
हाँ गोटे
singular ହେଇଛି
सिंगुलर ହେଇची सारंकर क्वेश्चन होची एटा सब गुडा को नॉमिनेशन पेपर अर्थात चारिटा जाको सेट नॉमिनेशन पेपर्स गोटा को टू बी रे नथिला बेली आपण लेखिना दैट इज द क्वेश्चन.
my lord, in my pleading କହିପାରୁନି because all the other nomination papers also we must have studied with my legal counsel and this is
what do you mean to say that your counsel studied it and found that 3 nomination papers are in order?
No,
but only one is
no,
no माने आ कोन आपण जा कहू माने से आ कोन चारिटा नॉमिनेशन पेपर फाइल करथिले गोटे नॉमिनेशन पेपर वाज नॉट इन प्रेस्क्राइब्ड फॉर्म टू बी माने आ तीनटा थिला एया तो कहउछन आ कोन
it could be papers
लेखा जहा लेखा ही सार सही तो क्वेश्चन पचारछन ना आपन को सेत पे ही पचारछन यू आर द पर्सन यू हैव फाइल्ड द पिटिशन आपन ही मेंशन करछंती तेणु आपन लेखिले जे सी चारटा फाइल करथिले इयाडे लेखुचंती गोटिए नॉमिनेशन पेपर तांकर दैट वाज नॉट इन फॉर्म टू बी ता माने आपन कहउचंती आपनकर काउंसिल सबुतक नॉमिनेशन चारटा जाक सेट वेरीफाई करथिले एवं वेरीफाई कला परे देखिले गोटिए नॉमिनेशन पेपर ता दिरु that was not in form prescribed form to be eya kohi chahunchunti
no my lord.
Then you have mentioned that
Do you mean to say that the pleadings in your election petition are incorrect?
ha ei aspect re incorrect achi kohunati
It's not a fact, my lord.
all right mention karo it is a fact that in page number 8 under paragraph 7b bracket lekhundu last sentence
page number 8 packet 7 last sentence
page number 8 last sentence kar dun under paragraph 7b comma I have mentioned that the respondent has submitted 4 sets of nomination papers with affidavit. Stop. It is also a fact that in page 7 এটা লাইন দিয়ে দেওয়া কেতে লাইন বিলো দেখিলে 1 2
sixth line from top
in কোন নাম এটা 1 2 3 4 5 6 sixth line এটা আছে
sixth line from top
bracket লিখ দিন তো sixth line from the top I have mentioned that the respondent filed his nomination paper before the returning officer on 2/4/2019, but the same is not in the prescribed form to be stop question করুন Q whether from these two sentences comma it can be inferred that the other three sets of nomination papers filed by the respondent were in prescribed form to be, and that the aberments taken in the election petition are not correct. कौन कौन answer कौन?
It's not a fact.
It is not a
It's answer. It's not a fact. Stop. Next question, sir.
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଯୋଉଟା କହିଲେ ସେଇ 7A paragraph କୁ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ. The respondent so moto deleted part 2 of form 2B in the nomination paper filed by him before the returning officer.
ठीक भी ଅଧା ରହିଯିବ କୋର୍ଟ ବୁଝିପାରିବେନି
କଣଟା କୋଉଟା କହିଲେ?
ୟା ପରେ ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବୁ
ଆଲିଗେସନ ଟା ଆଣିଲେ ମାଇଲ
The respondent so moto deleted.
delete.
ଘଣ୍ଟାଟେ ଯିବ ଭାଇ
हाँ नहीं start कर दियंतु ଏଟା ତ କାରଣ continue କରିବ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ. Next ଗୋଟେ paragraph କରନ୍ତୁ.
Next paragraph.
ହଁ.
ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି
Just a minute.
paragraph
110.
7A 8th line from top. Page 7.
The respondent so moto
deleted part 2 of form 2B in the nomination paper filed by him before the returning officer on 2/4/2019.
ଟିକେ ରୁହନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖେ. Form 2B
my lord say the flag कर दी
हाँ?
ସେଇଟା yellow flag ଟା
yellowଟା.
हाँ.
Form 2B ର କୋଉଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ନିଜେ delete
part
କରିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି?
2 ଟା delete कर देते
Hereby nominates so and so. Okay. Delete କରିଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ କଣ ଏମିତି କାଟି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ନା ଟୋଟାଲ ଦେଖେଇ ନାହାନ୍ତି ନା
ସେ ପୁରା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ
Respondent
that is also a question mark. That has to be elicited from him. What he means to say to the
the
court.
respond नहीं ମୁଁ
ସେ ଯାହା ଏଥିରୁ ବୁଝାଉଛି
अच्छा ଟିକେ sir 8 out. The respondent so moto deleted part 2 form to be in the nomination paper filed by him. सुना अच्छा सर प्रश्न पचारନ୍ତୁ.
ହଁ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଲେ ଆପଣ ତ ଲେଖିଦେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନମିନେସନ ପେପର ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍. EFGH ସେ ବି ଚାରିଟା ସେଟ୍ ନମିନେସନ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି.
अच्छा এইটা লাইনটা লিখি দিন্তু সুবিধা হবে যে it is a fact that I have mentioned in my election petition in paragraph এটা স্যার কোন প্যারাগ্রাফ রয়েছে?
7A.
In paragraph 7A in page number 7
8th line from top.
bracket লিখ দিন্তু 8th line from the top that the respondent so moto deleted part 2 মানে এমতি of the form to be in the nomination paper filed by him before the returning officer on 2/4/2019 stop.
सर मोर कहबार कथा होची
हम्म।
चारटा सेट आमे दाखल करथिलु
हम्म।
से कहले गोटियो सेट नॉट इन प्रेस्क्राइब्ड फॉर्म
हम्म।
वर्तमान से जो गोटा को भी प्रेस्क्राइब्ड फॉर्म नुहे बेली के कहउचंती
हम्म।
तारी ऊपर मो प्रश्न
हम्म।
नहीं ताको नॉमिनेशन
हाँ,
देखो
वर्तमान एग्जिबिट ई ता मैं धरछि एग्जिबिट एफ ता दियंतु कोर्ट
गोटे मते दे दियो सेट
एग्जिबिट F/2 हेछि नॉमिनेशन
तारो पार्ट
नहीं तारी टॉप से जो टॉप रे एट द टॉप ऑफ द नॉमिनेशन पेपर फॉर्म 2B
हाँ
सेटा एटा बोल्ड अक्षर रे
कैपिटल लेटर रे फर्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन अछि
इंस्ट्रक्शन गोटा अछि
स्ट्राइक ऑफ
पूरा कहले सर
पूरा माइलर तक फोटो तळकु देखंतु टोटल लिखा हेछि स्ट्राइक ऑफ
Before part
कैपिटल
one.
लेटर
हाँ अच्छा हाँ बुझिला
स्ट्राइक ऑफ पार्ट 1 और पार्ट 2 बिलो
whichever is not
applicable.
अच्छा अच्छा ओहो all right so that means this nomination paper itself permits
Permits.
okay
And part 1 तळकु माइलर देखंतु ब्रैकेट लिखा हेछि
hmm
to be used by candidate set up by recognized political party.
okay part 2 टा ताले
Part 2 is for
recognized
registered political party and independent candidates. That is
Oh.
meant for
part 2 टा से
part
part
2.
2
I see
part 1 रे जणे प्रपोजर part 2 रे 10 जण
just a minute.
देखंतु part 2 रे देखंतु
Respondent
10 जण
deleted.
प्रपोजर पई प्रोविजन अछि.
अच्छा
नेक्स्ट पेज तक वोल्टेज माइनर डेन.
हाँ से निजर भी काटी जन
आगे
कारण से जेहेतु एटा एप्लीकेबल तांको पई नु
आगे आगे
एरम सेटा काटिबा को ही पड़िबो जेहेतु
पड़िबो।
लेखा है he has to cut he can't do it. हाँ ये मिस्टर सामंतराय कोन तो
Yes, in my nomination, I have. what
हाँ
is this
नहीं
for?
एटा एटा दरकार मध्य आपण
हाँ दरकार मध्य सो
Alright.
रेस्पोंडेंट करछन्ते कि
it is all right it is a fact that
माइनर आगर इंस्ट्रक्शन का लिखि दोस्तु दैट इज इंस्ट्रक्शन
हाँ
अवेलेबल.
it is a fact that instruction is available in the nomination paper
और 2B
in form to be 2 TO2 strike off OFF
आर्टिस्ट स्टॉप कर देंगे.
strike off part 1 or part 2 below whichever is not applicable
इन्वर्टेड
eta inverted comma भीतर
Strike
एकदम
off.
strike off पाखरु कही कर देन हाँ available stop part 1
अंडर पार्ट 1
अच्छा part नहीं ठीक है जी part 1 is to be used by the candidate set up by recognized political party
there is also an under part 1 there is also an instruction for this better.
and part 2 is to be used by किए
पार्ट 2 टा पर एफर्ट लिखा जाई नहीं एक्चुअली सेटा लिखा होत थी
एट लिखा है जी।
ठीक है नहीं तांको मिस्टर सामंतराय कोन मिस्टर सामंतराय टिके रोन तांको पछार गिव दी पार्ट 1 टा टिके देखिले मिस्टर सामंतराय
मिलॉर्ड
पार्ट 1 ने जेमती लिखा हिची टू बी यूज्ड बाय द कैंडिडेट सेट अप बाय रिकॉग्नाइज्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्टी तेणु ऑब्वियसली जे पार्ट 1 यूज करिवो त पार्ट 2 करिवो उचित नहीं बस इतमें स्ट्राइक अप करिवो तेणु आपण भी स्ट्राइक अप करचंती ये पार्ट 2 टा को माने कर यूज करिवा कथा जे जदी जने तामाने जो माने जे रिकॉग्नाइज्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्टी रो हेई नथिबो कैंडिडेट से माने व्यवहार करिवे ना किए
Miller, how can I say unless I see what in part 2 he has done as a
नहीं नहीं सी आपण जनरली
respondent?
हां आपण
Generally, I have done what is
आपण निज इलेक्शन पिटिशन देखि
हाँ more year yes Milord more year जा करचे how can I say no? It is Milord there on record.
अच्छा
So is the respondents.
अच्छा in my nomination paper लेखन हाँ से ठीक है
पॉलिटिकल पार्टी
पार्ट 2 टा से मना करजन किछ कहि परिबेन स्टॉप कर दियंतु I have scored out I have strike off. Say language use
तो माइनर कहले कि ये यूज करिए जानिए कि सेटा
नहीं कहीं कोई
I have strike off part B, part 2 कर दियो. I have strike off. I have struck off कर दियो. STRU struck off part B, part 2 कर दियो.
in my nomination
In my nomination paper. Stop. So can you, Mr. The question is that why you have struck it off? कारण जेहेतु ऊपर लिखा है जे आइदर पार्ट 1 को तमे स्ट्राइक ऑफ करिवो नचेत पार्ट 2 को ये करिवो तेनु गोटे कैंडिडेट दीटा जक पूरण करि पारिबो नाही एथि पई काटी चंदी तो
नहीं एक मु पचर
हां पचर
Only
Part
add
two
for nomination
not
paper
required
form 2B.
अच्छा
Part two
नॉमिनेशन पेपर इन फॉर्म टू बी कर दो सर ठीक है इन माय नॉमिनेशन सब से सब लगी दो सर ठीक है अरे लास्ट को जो सॉरी चाहिए हाँ सेठी जोड़ ऐड करो तब इन फॉर्म टू बी हाँ ठीक नहीं दरकार नहीं yes
Part 2 in form 2B is not relevant for you, therefore you have struck it down, struck it off.
it is not applicable for you or relevant for you.
जहाँ कोई भी लिखा हो
इलेक्शन कमिशन मिलॉर्ड गाइडलाइन हिसाब रे पार्ट 2 टा केमती फिल अप करियो आई थिंक वी हैव डन एज फॉर दैट
नहीं मो से आपण पचारुचंदी मिस्टर सामंत आपण काटी देले काहे की एटा रिलेवेंट नु आपण को पई
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ରିଲେଭାଣ୍ଟ ନଥିବାରୁ ଆପଣ
ଆପଣ
ପାର୍ଟ 2
କାଟିଦେଲେ।
ଫର୍ମ B ର କାଟି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
आपण काटी जन तो फास्ट एटा कहले आपण काटी
yes it is my
हाँ
nomination
ठीक
paper and it's the original
आपण आपण जदी काटी जंती एटा काटिले कोन पे एटा तो गोटे प्रेस्क्राइब्ड फॉर्मेट
I-
काटिले कोन पे एटा रिलेवेंट नुहे बा दरकार नै बेली
it
काटी
is
जन
and this part has been basically milord I personally I am not sitting and doing this filing of the my nomination papers it is with help
ହେଲା जी आपण हेल्प बेली कोन देखिबे ना नहीं पुनी आपण नॉमिनेशन पेपर गोटे पार्ट 2 टा कटा हेछि
हाँ,
सेटा आपण को नॉलेज रे अछि तो ना नहीं आउ की काटी दे फाइल कर दला
nice
तो से
it can't happen like that milord obviously milord I'm beg apology
सेइत पई प्रश्न पचरा होछि जे पार्ट 2 टा आपण काहे की काटिले जेतु एटा रिलेवेंट नुहे बा दरकार नाही बेली काटी देले हां सेई प्रश्नटा आपण पचरा जाउछि जे कोन पे एटा काटी देले आपण
the relevance of cutting it is also there if as far as I remember milord
Yes.
the relevance it is not relevant I won't agree to that
हां
it is relevant to follow the instructions
ନାଇଁ ସେଇଟା ପାର୍ଟ 2 ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପକ୍ଷରେ ଫିଲ୍ ଅପ୍ କରିବା ରିଲେଭାଣ୍ଟ
it is relevant to inform rightly that this you have struck off or not
ଆପଣ ସେଇଟା ଫିଲ୍ ଅପ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ ଆଉଟ୍ ତ କଲେ ଆପଣ କରିଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ଫିଲ୍ ଅପ୍ କରିବା ରିଲେଭାଣ୍ଟ କି
the
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆଉ ଥରେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟା ବୁଝନ୍ତୁ
it is relevant to
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଆଉ ଥରେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟା ବୁଝନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ
I
ପାଇଁ
struck it off milord because it is not relevant that is what senior
That's
counsel is
yes
saying
yes yes
that's what he's saying
हाँ
but I am milord with beg apology that it is also mandatory it is relevant also for election commission when you file
that is a different ଆପଣ ସାର୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଏଇଟା
ଆଜ୍ଞା,
କଣ ପାଇଁ
as far-
କାଟିଲେ
then
ଆପଣ କଣ ପାଇଁ କାଟିଲେ
ସେ କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି
ହୁଁ।
ଯେ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ରିଲେଭାଣ୍ଟ ଫର ମି ଟୁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ୍ ଇଟ୍ ଅଫ୍
ଆଉଥରେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତ ଆଉ ଥରେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ କ୍ଲିୟର
Part 1 is relevant for you. You have filled it up, signed it, and as part 2 is not relevant for you, you have struck it off.
ଏଇଆ ତ
milord
yes as part 2 of the nomination paper in form to be was not relevant for me I
for
have
any candidate milord who is in this category
हाँ
a category of a national party or a
अच्छा लिख ठीक है जी was not relevant for a candidate
independent candidates
ठीक है for a candidate of recognized
set up by
अच्छा हाँ for a candidate set up by recognized political party and since I have been set up by a recognized political party comma I have struck off part 2. Stop. Yeah, तो ठीक है
It's a
Yes,
it's a
yes.
requirement. Milord, as you
Yes.
interpreted.
Yes, sir.
I put it to you,
Sir.
respondent Muhammad Mukim was also set up by a recognized political party, that is Indian National Congress. ठीक तो?
Yes, Mr. Samantray.
Yes,
It
he
is a
was a
fact.
candidate of a.
It is a all right. It is a fact that
He was a candidate of a nationalist party.
it is a fact that the respondent Muhammad Mukim was a candidate set up by recognized political party, that is IE Kordiyantu, Indian National Congress.
And it is relevant for him to fill up and sign part 1 of Form 2B.
ଯେମିତି ଆପଣ କରିଛନ୍ତି part 1 ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ
ଟିକେ ଛାଡି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ବୁଝନ୍ତୁ ସେ answer
ठीक तो?
ସିଏ ତାଙ୍କ nomination କୁ Milord, I am challenging.
ହଁ ନାଇଁ
ସେଠୁ ସିଏ what is the requirement?
You are challenging on the ground it is not in a prescribed form.
Yes,
ତାଙ୍କର
Milord.
ସେ
But you are not challenging that he is not set up by a political recognized
No,
political.
that how can I challenge? He is from Indian National Congress.
ନାଇଁ
Milord.
ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ
Milord.
ତାଙ୍କର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଟା ହଉଛି ସାରଙ୍କର ଯେ ସିଏ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏ ପାର୍ଟ 1 ଟା ଫିଲ୍ ଅପ୍ କରିବା କଥା ଏବଂ ସେ କରିଛନ୍ତି ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଖୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖେଇଲେ ତ
ନାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କରଟା ମୁଁ ଦେଖିନି. They are showing mine.
ଫାଇଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଓ ଆପଣ
They are showing my nominations, Milord.
ସେ ଫାଇଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି
all right. It is a fact that Muhammad Mukim is a respondent. The respondent Muhammad Mukim is also required. His nokari was also required to fill off part 1 of his nomination paper in Form 2B. Stop.
Respondent file କରିଥିବା nomination ଆପଣ ନିଜେ exhibit କରିଛନ୍ତି.
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ତରଫରୁ ଦାଖଲ ହେଇଛି
ଆପଣ ଦାଖଲ ହେଇକି exhibit ହେଇଛି.
Milord.
It is a fact that the nomination papers,
downloaded copy of them.
the downloaded copy,
From the
Website.
website,
election commissions.
the
Ultra-virus website.
downloaded copies kar diyantu, the downloaded copies of the nomination papers of
Along with his document.
along with
affidavit.
affidavit in forms
26.
form 26.
Downloaded from the website Milord of election commission.
It is a fact that the downloaded copies of along with one from the website of Election Commission of India have been filed by me, which are already marked as exhibits. Exhibits kar dendu 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would hate
32, 33.
And
as well as
as well as exhibits kar diyantu. Seta kete 32, 33, 34,
35.
34.
Respectively.
Achi to? 34. Yes.
At the time of scrutiny, did you file any objection either in writing or orally before the returning officer?
I've already answered that.
Question question have patience, Mr.
ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟା ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ
ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟା
ମୁଁ
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ।
କେବେ ଡବଲ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ କରିବି
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
କାଇଁ କରିବି ସମୟ କାଇଁ ନଷ୍ଟ କରିବି
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ମୋର ମାନ୍ୟବର ଅଦାଲତ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ raise any objection either in writing or orally that any of the proposers who have proposed respondent in any of his 4 sets of nomination are not the electors of the constituents?
No, I have not.
I have not raised any objection
In the scrutiny, my lord.
during scrutiny before the returning officer that the proposer to the nomination papers the proposer to the proposers to the nomination papers of the respondent were not the were not
Electors of the constituents.
we are not the electors of
The constituents.
of 90 90
90 Baravati Kotak Assembly Constituents.
90 Baravati Kotak Assembly constituency.
The proposers could be managed respective proposers.
I have not raised any objection during scrutiny before the returning officer that the all right, the respective proposers to the nomination papers of the respondent were not the electors of sir, ठीक है assembly টা spelling ठीक है sir.
Sir Jivi.
Sir.
Mr. Samantrai, did you raise any objection before the returning officer at the time of scrutiny, either in writing or orally, that the nomination filed by the respondent is not in prescribed form? To be?
Not my.
I have not also
No, my lord. No, my lord. I have not.
I have also not raised. I have also not raised any objection during scrutiny before the returning officer that the nomination paper filed by the respondent in form to be were not in the prescribed form to be.
Scrutiny of nominations.
Scrutiny of
nominations.
Scrutiny of nomination कर दो. Objection during scrutiny of nominations. अच्छा ठीक. Nomination papers scrutiny of nomination paper ठीक है. ऊपर भी सेटा लग जाए. से गोटे scrutiny of nomination गोटे सेटा नहीं जाए. सेटा कॉपी करी कि नहीं. ऊपर गोटे scrutiny अच्छी खाली सेटी जोड़ दिया. हाँ सेटी बस ठीक है. Stop.
No. तो ब्लीडिंग करने में
अच्छा ए मिस्टर सामंतराय मिला ई जोटा आपण लिखिले जे रेस्पोंडेंट जो नॉमिनेशन पेपर टा फाइल कला that was not in prescribed form to be आउ से निजे सो मोटो डिलीट कर देइचंती पार्ट 2 टा फॉर्म टू बी रो ए विषय रे आपनकर नॉलेज को केबे आसिला फर्स्ट टाइम?
After the election, when we went through his nomination papers, within the guideline time prescribed by the Election Commission.
Okay. After the result come asila pore.
My lord.
After the result of the election came, it came to my knowledge that the nomination paper filed by the respondent was not in the prescribed form to be, and that he so moto deleted part 2 of the form to be.
Can you tell the Honorable Court the exact date?
I won't be able to say the exact date.
Approximately.
No, within the prescribed time limit.
କେତେ ଦିନ ଭିତରେ ନିର୍ବାଚନ କେବେ ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ବାହାରିବ?
ସାର୍ ମୁଁ କହିପାରିବିନି କାହିଁକି
ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ବି କେବେ ବାହାରିଲା କହିପାରିବେନି?
ନାଇଁ ରେଜଲ୍ଟ କେବେ ବାହାରିଲା ଅଛି ରେକର୍ଡ ରେ ଅଛି ବଟ୍ ଆଇ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ମୋ ମେମୋରି ନାହିଁ
Just
ଇଟ୍ସ ନଟ୍ ଇନ୍ ମାଇ ମେମୋରି
ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ ଆପଣ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ବୋଧେ କେବେ ଲେଟ୍ ଅସ୍ ଦେଖିବା
my lord it's on record
ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ଅଛି ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫ 1 ରେ ଅଛି my lord
ହଁ ଏଇଟା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କେବେ କେବେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଦେଖିଲେ ଖାଲି ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ଟା କେବେ ବାହାରିଲା ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ଟା ପବ୍ଲିଶ ହେଲା କେବେ
ମାସକୁ
ପେଜ 4 ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
ଆରେ ଦେଖିନ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି କେବେ
23rd May 2019 date of counting of votes and declaration of results
23/5
my lord
2019
my lord
election petition file ହେଲା କେବେ
3/7/2019
ଓକେ ତାମାନେ ଯାହା ଆସିଥିବ 23/5/2019 ପରେ ଆସିଥିବ ଏବଂ 3/7/2019 ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆସିଥିବ ଆଉ କଣ ଏହା ତ କହୁଛନ୍ତି
ମିଲନ
ଆଚ୍ଛା it is a fact that it came to my knowledge after 23/5/2019 and before 3/7/2019.
Have you filed any proof or evidence before the Honorable Court to the effect that it came to your knowledge after 23/5 and before 3/7/2019? Mr. Samantra, have you filed any proof or evidence before the Honorable Court that it came to your knowledge after 23/5/2019 and before 3/7/2019? Yes or no?
23/5/2019
ରେ ଭୋଟ
ଗଣତି ହେଲା ଏବେ
ଫାଇଲ କଲେ
ଏଇ ଭିତରେ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟି
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନଲେଜକୁ ଆସିଲା ବେଳେ କି କୌଣସି ସାକ୍ଷ୍ୟ ପ୍ରମାଣ ବା ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଦାଖଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି କୋର୍ଟରେ?
pleadings my petition itself
is not evidence
sorry not evidence
ठीक है
no I'm not conversant with the language of the law
ଆପଣ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ରେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାମନ୍ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ
I've been simply my lord trying to tell my senior counsel here that the election commission has a guideline that if there are suppressions discrepancies in any nomination of a candidature who has been declared that within this prescribed time limit one has to file a election petition which I did in this honorable court.
ଆପଣ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେ ସାର୍ ସେଇଆ ହିଁ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଆପଣ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଏ ଯୋଉ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନଲେଜ ଟା ଏଇ ପିରିୟଡ ଭିତରେ ଆସିଲା यार कौनसी प्रमाण दाखल करिसंती की हां की ना
because my lord I have filed the election petition before within the time frame.
अच्छा आ गोटे इन एडिशन टू दैट आ गोटे प्रश्नर उत्तर दियंतु एई पीरियड भितरे आपनकर नॉलेज को आसिला बेली कोनोसी अभरमेंट नै चंती इलेक्शन पिटिशन रे
I mean I won't be able to say because this again I had my counsels
I cannot say whether I have taken any averment in my election petition that it came to my knowledge after 23/5/2019 and before so and so. I also cannot say whether I have given any proof in my election petition to substantiate such aspect.
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛି, in your pleading you have not indicated the instructions given in form 2P.
ये जो instruction लिखा है
दीटा जाक देखिए,
strike of part 1 or part 2 below whichever is not applicable, এই ଜିନିଷଟା ଗୋଟେ instruction ଅଛି ଏବଂ part 1 ତଳେ to be used by candidates set up by recognized political party, এই ଦୁଇଟି instruction form 2B itself ରେ ଅଛି ବୋଲି ଆପଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର pleading ରେ ଦର୍ଶାଇ ନାହାନ୍ତି।
My lord, I won't be able to say pleading ରେ କହିଛି ନ କହିଛି, I won't be able to say.
ଓକିଲ କହିପାରିବେ, ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ
ଓକିଲ କହିବେ।
My advocate can say whether in the pleading of my election petition I have mentioned that a candidate set up by the recognized political party is to fill up part 1 in the nomination paper in form 2B, and that instruction has been given specifically in the nomination paper to strike off part 1 or part 2, whichever is not applicable. Yes, Mr.
last sub para କରିଦିଅ।
नहीं से देख से पढ़ुଛନ୍ତି ଟିକେ ଘୁଞ୍ଚି ଯାଉଛି କଣ
ସବୁ ତମେ କହିବ ଆସି
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସାର୍ ଶିଷ୍ୟ
ये अरे माइक टाको ये କରନ୍ତୁ ଅନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯାଇଛି।
Sorry, madam. I have my advocate is whether in the pleading ଅଛି ठीक ଅଛି
ठीक है हाँ यस
ସେଗୁଡାକ ସବ para କରିଦିଅ।
କୋଉଟା କହିଲେ
My
କୋଉଟା କହିଲେ
advocate ଠାରୁ ସେଇଟା।
अच्छा एडवोकेट सेट सब पार कर दो ठीक है ठीक
ଆଜି ଏତିକି ଥାଉ, ଚାରିଟା
हाँ चारटा हेलानी मिस्टर सामंतराय सर नेक्स्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग थिला तो कंटिन्यू करी तो सर
Milord,
इट विल बी ऑन 27 Monday at 2 o'clock
ଆଠ
and
Yeah.
my lord, the court said that 31st to the
हाँ नहीं
Milord,
no,
not
We
That-
are trying to cover,
that is the
please.
ଖାଲି ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରେଡିକାମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି, ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ଟୁ ୟୋର ଲର୍ଡସିପ୍ସ ଆକ୍ସେପ୍ଟାନ୍ସ। ଆମେ ଯେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ବୋଧେ ପାଇଯାଇଛୁ ସାର୍ଟିଫାଇଡ କପି ଏକ୍ଜିବିଟ୍ସ ର,
ହୁଁ
ଯେଠୁ ପର ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଯେତେ ଏକ୍ଜିବିଟ୍ ହେଇଛି
ହୁଁ।
ସେଗୁଡାକ ସାର୍ଟିଫାଇଡ
X ବି mark ହେଇଛି।
ଏକ୍ସ ଯୋଉଗୁଡାକ ବି ମାର୍କ
आपको सप्लाई करा मु आज ऑर्डर कर दे
ସପ୍ଲାଏ କରିଦେଲେ
ହଁ।
ତା ଉପରେ ଯଦି କୋଉଠି କିଛି ଭୁଲ ଭଟକାରେ ରହିଯାଇଥିବ
सर टिके रोंदो दी इलेक्शन so and so is present procedure is so and so appearing for the during course of cross examination जोड़ा मार्क ହେଇଛି ସେଟା କହି ଦେବେ नहीं देखिन परे करिवे तरतर होंदे have been marked further cross examination is deferred to 27th of March 2023 list this matter and the matter will be taken up so and so ସେଇଠି ଉପରେ କରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
ପ୍ୟାକେଟ ଖୋଲା ହେଇଥିଲା।
ସେ ଯୋଉ ହଁ ଯୋଉ ଓପନ ହେଲା ବୋଲି ସେ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ୟାକେଟ ରେ ତାପରେ ହଁ ସେଇଠି ଲେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ସଫା କରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସ୍ୱତନ୍ତ୍ର ନାଇଁ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ ଗୋଟେ ଇଏ ଲେଖ ପ୍ୟାକେଟ ହଁ ସେ ପ୍ୟାକେଟ ଓପନ ହେଲା ବୋଲି ଏବଂ ପୁଣି ଇଏ ହେଇକି ସିଲ୍ କଭର ରହିଲା ବୋଲି ଲେଖେ ଦେନ୍ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କରନ୍ତୁ ଲେଟ୍ ଦି certified copies copies कर दियंतु of exhibits. Sir, को exhibits दरकार आपण onwards कर देबी ना.
After J onwards.
Exhibits to be applied by the parties.
अच्छा.
हमर भी कोटा थबो.
Let the
We
certified
will give
copies of
specific
the
number.
exhibits applied for by the parties be supplied to them on proper application. Here रहिला हो आपण GA भी करिवे. Let the certified copy of
copies of the exhibits to be applied.
exhibits to be applied. अच्छा to be
खाली
applied.
आगुरु गोटाए कथा कहूची.
Sir.
I have promised to complete it by 31st March. I will try my level best to complete it within 31st March. ये exhibit ରୁ ଯଦି କିଛି ବାହାରେ ଅଧିକା ମତେ ଆଉ କିଛି ସମୟ ଦେବେ.
All right, sir. Let's take care.
Subject to your lordship, if the situation so warrants.
Because, my lord, I am committed myself after that date
All right.
to other things.
We will.
So I will request. I'll plead.
We are giving today even we have given 2 hours.
My lord, your
generation
of my lord to have given
ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ସାରଲା ବେଳକୁ ଆହୁରି ଘଣ୍ଟେଟେ ଲାଗିବ. Minimum 1 hour ଲାଗିବ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ.
My lord, it's a generosity that you
No,
spend so much time.
All right.
Sir,
ସେଟା
can we
ପଛେ.
request Salah? Monday dino Mr. Agarwal is preoccupied at after 2. Can it be at 10:30?
କୋଉଟା କହିଲେ?
2 o'clock जो
2 o'clock your lordship sir kept it.
Monday ରହୁଛି.
Subject-
ସାରଙ୍କର ମୋର କିଛି ନାହିଁ.
ଆମେ ଟିକେ ଆସୁଛୁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର. ମୁଁ ଆଉ କଟକରେ ରହୁଛି.
Sir 9:30 ବେଳେ ବାହାରିବା.
ଆପଣ ମାନେ ମୋର କିଛି
ଖାଲି
ନାହିଁ.
compartment ଆଉ ସବୁ 10:30 accept.
ଏ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଟା obviously ଯୋଉ କଜ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଟା ଥିବ ଯଦି ଆପଣ 10ଟା ବେଳୁ 10:30 ବେଳୁ ଟେକଅପ୍ ହବ ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ 2ଟା ବେଳେ ଟେକଅପ୍ କରିବି ସେ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଟା ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବି. ଯଦି ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଇଏ କରିବେ ତାହେଲେ ସେଟା ଲଞ୍ଚ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଚାଲିବ. ଇଏ
ସେ 2ଟା ବେଳେ ଥାଉ ଗୋଟେ ରିଦିମରେ
11ଟା ବେଳକୁ ରଖିବେ.
actually, my lord, specifically a matter has been fixed at Bhubaneswar at 2 o'clock.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ସାର୍ ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରିବା. ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛନ୍ତି let us keep it at 11 o'clock. ଆପଣ ବି ଆସି ପହଞ୍ଚି ଯାଇଥିବେ. 11ଟାରୁ ଯେତିକି ହବ ଆଉ. ହଁ 11:30 ରୁ 11:30 ରୁ କରିବା.
କିନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ ଆମେ ପାଇଲା ମେଲ
ଅସପ୍ତାହ 2ଟା ବେଳେ ଥାଉ.
ଆଜି ତ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ରାତି ହବ.
ନା ଆଜି ଟାଇମ ଏଗୁଡା
କୋର୍ଟ ବସିଯିବେ ପୁଣି ଆଉ ହେଇପାରିବନି ଦସ୍ତଖତ ହେଇପାରିବନି.
Sir 2ଟା ବେଳେ.
2ଟା ବେଳେ ତ ଅଛି. Mr. Samantra, you have no problem at
No, my lord, my
All right.
counsels and senior.
ଏଗୁଡା ସବୁ ମିଷ୍ଟର ଅଗ୍ରୱାଲ ଆପଣ ସବୁ ଦେଖିକିନି ଇଏ କରିଲେ ମୁଁ ସାଇନ୍ କରିବି. ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ ମିଷ୍ଟର ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଟୁ ୱେଟ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ
My lord,